Hello, everybody. We are officially live. It's Monday night. It is You know what? I've forgotten. I have completely forgotten what day it is. I'm sure it's nothing important, though. It's Monday night, though, and we have a live show for you right here tonight. We have an amazing guest, and some would say the best guest. People have said it. Maybe just his mom. I don't know. But we're excited to have him on the show. And let's go ahead and bring him in. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the incredible tonight. He is not just a comedian. He's not just the host of some podcasts. He's not just a good friend of mine. He's also a world-renowned master of ceremonies. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Hilton Price.
That was greatly overstating me in many, many ways. Especially now that the pandemic has reduced me to guy on a couch,
Yes.
which is all I am now.
Good. Well,
thank you. No,
of
thank
course.
you for having me.
I tried to save everyone's best introductions for now when it doesn't really do that much for them.
Yeah. Now, when not only is there nothing to really promote for many of us, but all those titles at this point, a month into this, you could just make up shit. You could just be like,
very true.
He is the winner of the Golden Axelrod Award for historically quiet flatulence.
Yes.
He has won the silver medal in the 60-meter boot scoot. You could just really just come up
the
with
old
anything.
boot scoot.
I am a boot scooter. I don't even know what that means. Is that a thing? It was.
I have no idea.
So I assume it's a thing. At least
Yeah.
a thing worth honoring with a boogie. I don't know.
You gotta have that boogie. You gotta have that boogie.
Sorry, I feel I've already derailed us. Thank you again for having me.
That's mostly what this show is, and plus it's the 420 version. So.
Is that what we decided it was? I wasn't sure. I don't feel that the internet has properly told me what the significance of today's date or that it was happening.
That's exactly right.
The memes are confusing on 420. Do we leave cookies for Snoop Dogg or for Willie Nelson or for both? Like, who is our patron saint?
We got to figure out how to streamline exactly what is 420.
Yeah, they really. We need a team, a coalition, to figure out how we're going to celebrate Weed Day. I guess is what
that 420 committee.
Yeah. Which is the kind of meeting that would start out strong, but about like 15 minutes in would just go real off the rails. You know?
Yeah. Hey, Hilton, it may be 420, but that doesn't mean that this show doesn't have that world famous segment that everyone knows and loves on this show.
Of course.
I mean, as an avid viewer, you know this already, but
absolutely.
People, I'm telling you, the audience, they go nuts for it every night. It's like a virtual The Wave at a ballpark. That's how much people love this. It's time for What's Happening in the World.
What's happening in the world?
Hilton, do you know what's happening in the world?
Segment.
Do you know what's happening in the world?
I tragically, I'm a little out of the loop today.
Yeah.
But I actually, that's what I do for a living is talk
that's
about
right.
What's happening in the world.
Oh, so this segment will be pretty boring for you.
Well, maybe not, because the nice thing is that there's only been one thing happening in the world, like the past 90 days. And by 90 days, I mean March and April.
Yes, that's right.
So,
has that made your job harder or easier?
Actually, in a weird way, easier.
Oh, wow.
Because we're so hyper-focused on this one topic, and so many things are connected to that topic that it actually streamlined a little bit of what we do, and it makes it real easy to just sort of know what to talk about and what to focus on each day. So
right, that makes sense.
I don't know if you said at the top of the show, if no one knows what I do for a living, I am a stripper. So
that's right.
it's very obviously very tied into the current events and my look.
Right. Very much the
No,
look.
did you say what I did for a living?
I did
I don't
not.
know.
No, I didn't know
Okay.
if you wanted that out there or not.
No, I'm a producer with Fox 23, so I do newscasts and write the news every night. So yeah, we've been like every show starts with like, the number of dead and infected, and it's all
Boy,
like today COVID-19 has claimed another 10 lives, that kind of crap.
Jesus,
So,
yeah.
and I'm kidding, we don't really do that. We're not we're really just dealing with what officials are saying. What we're trying to do is just tell the news, like, so that you turn on your news here in Tulsa and you want to know, like, what is happening in Tulsa, like how is this impacting me today, like what stores can I not go to, what schools are going to be impacted, and then a little bit of the national, like, what are these assholes in Washington doing to help us,
Right.
So, which is funny because I see, we talked about the memes before. You do see so many people talking about the media, and they rail against the media, and that we're fear mongering. And it's like, have you watched the news? Because we're really just giving you like a couple of facts
Yeah,
that we got today
exactly.
from officials.
I feel like there's not enough time in that newscast to do too much damage.
Yeah, no, we don't. We can't start any conspiracies or help Bill Gates inject it in the 5G or whatever. We can't do any of that because we're too busy letting you know what Mayor Bynum said during a meeting today.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't have a lot of respect for anybody that really uses the word media a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope I didn't just turn off a bunch of our viewers.
Well, that just ruined my reputation of you. So.
Oh yeah. All
yeah.
right. Well,
no.
that's all right. I don't think. Did you have a good reputation to me? I can't imagine.
To begin with, no. But that's so. But there's still movement to be made.
Yeah.
By the way, we'll get to some viewer questions here in just a few, but we have to get through this famous segment. What's happening in the world?
What's happening in the world? I'm ready.
All right, so I'll just hit you with some news stories, and then we'll talk about them if we think they're worth it. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here we go. I don't know if you saw this, but China has officially begun testing digital currency. Yeah, with rumors that it may come to the United States next. But that's the last thing we need. I mean, the internet mixing with our money. I can't wait to buy my lunch, and it costs 2 Joe Exotics and half a Baby Yoda.
Yeah. That's I feel you. That's especially because we currently are trading in paper, which obviously is covered in coronavirus. So
yeah, exactly.
I find that if viewers are worried about staying safe during this pandemic, if they just want to send money to me, I can give you my address to post on the talk show Facebook page.
Of course.
I think that'll help a lot. Just the paper money. I don't want any of this digital China horse shit.
Don't give that to me.
Can I curse on the show? I'm sorry.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
I don't care.
What's next?
I was going to ask real quick along with that is, I don't know how much you've been able to leave your house or if you've gone to like the store or anything, but are you doing a credit card?
Yeah, mostly. Yeah. My travels, I'm only going to work because I'm essential as a journalist.
Oh, okay.
That hasn't changed yet. But I work, and then the grocery store. I do the grocery store Monday mornings at 7.
That's
so first thing
smart
today,
yeah.
I get up and do it. And I act like an elderly person in the store, which is I move real slow, and I get real close to things to read them, and then I say mildly racist stuff.
Of course, yeah, and then they can't kick you out.
No, because when you're elderly, they just say that you're from a different time.
That's right.
So you can get away with that stuff. And I don't mean any of that. I don't want to be racist or anything. That's
right.
But if you're going to be elderly, you got
to do it.
And you typically have to pick like just one or two races. Like, I don't know if you noticed, your grandparents were never racist against everyone. Like it was like I don't want to throw her under the bus or anything, but she's never gonna watch this. She hates Twitch. But my grandmother was only racist against Black people and Puerto Ricans.
It's always
like Mexicans, like she loved Mexican people, but had a thing about and I don't know what she's from a different time. I don't know what time was just totally bigoted against two specific cultures, but that's where my grandmother was from.
I was
That
gonna say,
period
yeah,
of Lithuania.
that actually makes a lot of sense because I always feel like what you're right. It's always like two, but it's always one pretty broad one and then one very specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it also it sucks too because I've had to speak up to her. Like the most recent time that I saw her, this is a true story. I actually called her a racist. We got into an argument, and she was speaking very disparagingly about other cultures, and I said, "You're a racist," but it didn't really have a lot of impact because she doesn't really remember a lot of things. So like 10 minutes later, she didn't know that I'd said anything. So that was disappointing. This took a turn. I'm sorry.
It took a weird turn. Well, don't worry. I have another news story.
Oh, good. Awesome. Yay.
And I think this is good news. So there's a new study says that music may actually boost your immune system. But unfortunately for me, my Spotify only plays Hobo Johnson songs.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, I've been on a Smash Mouth kick.
That's fun.
So whenever we hang up, I'm just gonna go right to St. Francis Hospital. Because I assume I'm going to die.
Yes, that might do it. That might be the last nail in the coffin.
What the fuck is Hobo Johnson? Do I need to listen to that? I've never heard of that.
Nah, it's not worth it. He got big from an NPR like tiny desk concert thing.
Okay. I feel like that's the guy that was palling around with like Cotton Eye Joe. Like where they could be buddies.
It's whatever you picture like like quintessential like fuck boy. That's who Hobo Johnson is.
Okay. I don't have a lot of fuckboys hitting me up, so I may have to call in some research on that.
Yeah,
I missed the fuckboy window.
Oh really? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think I was one briefly in my 20s or late 30s, one of those.
Yeah, one of them.
And then I don't think I've been hit up by many. Any fuckboys that would want to mess around with me probably only wanted me like 10 years ago. I'm not current fuckboy material.
I'm really sorry to hear that. I love how both of these news stories you've taken very sad. Well, don't worry. This one, you can't ruin this one.
They're fuckboys.
Yeah. By the way, fuckboy is involved in every one of the rest of the jokes.
Perfect.
Let's see. Here's another news story. Stock in Disney has dropped yet again this month to an all-time low. And that's why they're releasing the next installment of their animated cold-weathered princess movie, Frozen Corporate Accounts.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch that.
No, I wouldn't. I didn't watch the last one.
I just saw the first one like 2 weeks ago.
Did you watch it in theaters?
No. And I'm going to die.
Yeah. I was gonna say, that movie was in theaters for so long.
No, I saw Disney Plus. I stole someone's password because you're required to.
Yeah.
And I watched, so far I've watched, just since this whole pandemic started, I watched Frozen and Big Hero 6 and The Princess and the Frog. And then today I watched Hercules.
Ooh.
I'm catching up on all the Disney movies I've never seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have found a lot of like really old movies that I actually didn't even know were Disney. But so, we've been cranking like Disney Plus all night. Big Business.
Oh.
That's pretty much it.
I don't know that one.
Has Lily Tomlin and
okay.
Oh man, what's her name? It's one of the most famous actresses in the world. I can't remember her name. Anyway, it's old, but it's very good.
All right. Very funny. Big Business.
Yeah.
Look that up.
They're like twins.
Oh no,
They're
that's
twin sisters, but they were like switched at birth. So it was like country twins, and then
no, that's The Parent Trap. That's a different movie. That's Haley Mills. She's a national treasure.
You know what?
Yeah.
You may be right.
Yeah. A lot of people confuse Haley Mills with an adult Lily Tomlin.
Yes.
It's weird how often that happens.
You know what? I have two here, but I don't really like one of them. I should be clear. I don't write all of these. You know, we have a talk show, writing staff. So
well, who the fuck are those people? Let's get them in on this call so we can berate them for their shit work.
If you think that we have the production value that we also keep them on the call in the background during the show, you're insane.
Oh man, but how's on the next writing meeting? You've got to call me in so that I can just be like, listen, we had a great thing going.
Yeah,
we were talking about fuckboys and my racist grandmother, and then your shit question, Landry couldn't even get through the segment.
I couldn't.
The best part is shouting about these people and saying vulgarities and knowing it's like a group of my friends. It's like Ethan Sandoval, isn't it?
Yeah, people like that.
Yes, I love Ethan, but fuck him for that joke that you didn't tell.
Exactly. I actually don't know who wrote this one. I'm going to tell it to you, but we're not going to talk about it because it's not worth it. Let's see. So the Trump campaign team is steering clear of defending the president's pandemic response and is instead turning to a strategy of linking Biden to China. Yeah, as in Joe Biden has links to China in the same way that I sold a $15.8 million penthouse apartment in Trump Tower to someone who's been directly linked to Chinese military intelligence the month after my inauguration. Like that. Yeah, see, it's not.
Was that Ethan too?
I don't know who wrote that. I have a feeling I know, and they're fired.
Oh, okay.
But we have one good one to get out of here on for the segment. Okay,
ready.
So it's I don't know if you've been partaking in the holiday today, but boy, I know
Is there a way that we're supposed to celebrate? I
think just what you do every day.
I knew that there was a you honor the numbers and
yes.
I don't know if there's a greater significance. I'm not sure that I've ever picked up on it.
Right, I haven't, but
no,
aside
of course
from
not.
Today, I'm very, and I can say this because I'm currently unemployed. I'm very high.
Oh, well, are you okay? I want you to know you're in a safe place.
I am having a really bad panic attack.
A little vitamin C might be good for you. Some orange juice or apple juice.
I am not going outside.
Okay. Do you want me to bring you something? I mean, I don't mind driving. I mean, I'm baked to shit, but I mean, I don't mind. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes, you were saying today was the holiday.
Yes, and not only is it 420, it's also National Lookalike Day. Or at least that's what the guy in my mirror told me.
Okay.
We talked a lot today.
Who have you been told you look like? Besides that guy, obviously.
I get Andy Richter a lot.
I'm so sorry. I get Howie Mandel when I shave and act real OCD.
Yes. Now is the perfect time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's our segment. What's happening in the world?
Yay! That was fun.
You understand why people love it. They can't stop talking about it.
When I told a lot of people, because I see a lot of people all the time because we're not in a global pandemic.
Right.
But when I saw people and I told them I was going to be on the show, they said, well, don't forget to do the segment Things That Are Happening in the World. You're going to love it. And I said, oh, I can't wait.
Yes, and you got to do it. It's like bucket list.